Today I'm going to take you guys along with me for a day of homemaking. Now the day that I filmed this is a Thursday. Now some Thursdays I have errands. I don't have errands every Thursday. This particular Thursday happened to be a day that was heavy on errands and me out of the house quite a bit, but I still had plenty of things that I needed to do around the house. So you're going to see me just kind of take my time and get ready for the day, and then I'm going to take you through my morning routine. Let me know in the comments what time you typically get up in the morning. My days tend to vary. This particular day, I didn't have to get up really early, and it was really, really nice. I'm not going to lie. Some days I leave my house, other days I end up not having to leave the house, and I have noticed that depending on what I have to do for the day, the order of my morning routine seems to vary just a little bit. In my mind, it's kind of all the same, but when I watched this video back, I was like, this is not how I do everything on a day when I am just home. So I just found that kind of interesting. If you are new to my channel, I want to welcome you here. My name is Nikki. I am a wife of 26 years, a mom of 2 teenage boys, and I am also a homeschool mom. Here on my channel, you will find homemaking motivation, you will find cleaning routines, and just all things home related. I'm so glad that you are here. One of my favorite things that I do each morning is to make my bed. It's the largest thing in my bedroom, so if my bed is made, it automatically makes my room feel clean. It's also just an easy win. And you guys, I am all for an easy win. This just takes me a few minutes, and then my room is nice and tidy. Also, I am in a different season of life than some of you may be. My kids are teenagers. They get up, they take care of themselves, but I do remember what it was like when I had young kids. It was a lot different, but one thing that I still always tried to do was make my bed. Right here you can see I did tidy up my bathroom, but I left the curling iron out because it was still hot, and then I grabbed my cup of tea that I had last night and brought it in here. So this is going to look a little bit different than it does most mornings. I'm going to empty the dishwasher, but then I'm going to have a few other things that I need to do. Last night, my husband and I, we actually had a date night, and nobody ate dinner at home. So while we did start the dishwasher, the kitchen was just a little bit less tidy than it normally is. I noticed that there were just some things on the kitchen counters. There were a few extra dishes in the sink and things like that. So I went ahead and took a few extra minutes to kind of just make sure that the kitchen was completely tidy before the day started, because again, I'm going to be leaving the house for today, so I just want to make sure everything is nice and clean. One of my errands today is going to be going to Sam's Club, so I'm going to have a lot of stuff to bring and put on these counters, so I definitely want my kitchen counters cleaned before I bring all of that stuff in.
You could see yourself just sitting there on my chair. I'm staring at you, you don't even notice. Should've told you straight away, you don't have to be afraid anymore. I know you haven't noticed.
If you watched last week's video, you got to see some of the behind the scenes for some of the work that we have been doing in the kitchen. Today, I wanted to take a few minutes and show you how everything turned out. So you can see that I did paint this wall. Actually, I painted most of the walls. All of my decor is hung back up. You are also going to get to see that my husband did start on the backsplash. So we ended up only doing the backsplash on the side of the kitchen where the oven is. He used to lay tile. He did that for years and years, and he's just really out of practice. So he really wanted to just start with a small area. So he did that. We actually had some other plans kind of change, and so we're not going to be able to get back to the other side of the kitchen yet. That's one of the reasons that I went ahead and just painted it. We've got to work on some other projects, but it is so nice to know that things are moving along. Right here, you can see I need to paint the door to the pantry, and you can see we still have a lot of work to do. The ceiling is still a mess. We're gonna have to scrape the ceiling, redo the ceiling, patch it, all the things. And then the walls up above the cabinets, those need a lot of attention. We also had a cabinet door that just fell off. We're still working to get all of that situated. All right, so most mornings I do not have to do this, but last night my kids got home really late and I fell asleep on the couch. So I got up from the couch and I went straight to bed. I did not straighten all of this up, but I'm leaving for the day and I like for the couch to be nice and tidy. So I went ahead and just took a few minutes to tidy this up real quick. I usually run our robot vacuum in the morning, but since I'm going to be gone for a while, I decided to skip that for today. And then, of course, I need to keep the laundry running. So I'm going to start a load of laundry, and then I'm also going to fold the load of laundry that got left in the dryer last night. All right, so I just got home from running a bunch of errands. I had to go to the mall. I met a friend for lunch, and then I had to go to Sam's Club. So I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to show you everything I got at Sam's Club. All right, so we got toilet paper. Paper towels have already been put away by my kids, so I am not complaining about that. I got 2 cases of Polar. I've never seen Polar at Sam's Club before, but it was a lot cheaper than the bubbly, so I got 2 cases of that. I got 2 rotisserie chickens. I like to take these off the bone and freeze them. So I'll take 1 rotisserie chicken, take it off the bone, put it in a Ziploc bag, then I'll do the same thing for this one. I like to keep this on hand for casseroles and things like that, so it just makes a really easy dinner one night. Got a box of K-Cups. I got a turkey breast to slice up for lunch meat. I got some breakfast sausage, some ground beef, some frozen chicken tenderloins, some shrimp, our favorite chicken fingers. We like to keep those on hand for quick either lunches, or sometimes we'll do them for dinner if we need to switch things up. And then I got a whole boneless pork loin. I don't know if I've talked about this in a video before, but this was, let's see, it is almost 8 pounds. It was just over $15, and we can get 4 or 5 meals out of this. So my husband, he will slice this up into pork chops and into pork tenderloin, just like a normal size pork tenderloin. Sometimes he will cut it up into ribs or into meat for stir fry. So we end up getting a lot of meals out of this. Got some butter, some yogurt, I got some grapes, then I got some mini egg rolls because I didn't have the regular egg rolls, and some muffins because y'all, their muffins are so good, and it's just a nice treat because we usually just go to Sam's Club once a month. So this is my haul. There were actually several things that I needed and wanted that they were out of. So I'm hoping I can just order those online and have them shipped. So I got everything put away, and then I went ahead and, washed the grapes really well. I actually let them soak in baking soda, and then I rinsed them really well, and then I went ahead and got the chickens, the rotisserie chickens. I got them off the bone so that I could put them in bags and get them in the freezer. Once I was through with that, I went ahead and changed out the laundry again. So I folded this load of laundry, and then I was finally able to get to the laundry that I typically do on Thursdays. Usually Thursdays for me are the day that I wash towels. But I got a little bit backed up yesterday and didn't finish our laundry. So I went ahead and finished our laundry, and then I was able to move on to the towels. Thankfully, towels don't take that long, and they're super easy to fold and put away.
And the moment comes when I fall and time goes slow. I fall into you. I fall into you. Hey.
At this point, it was getting pretty late in the afternoon, and I decided that I really wanted to sit down and have a little snack and get a little bit of work done on my phone. I had some emails that I needed to respond to and things like that. So I turned on a TV show, I had a little snack, did a little bit of work, and then I just kind of hung out for a little while. These are things that I didn't get to do when my kids were really, really young. When my kids were young, this would not have happened, but that is one of the perks of your kids getting older. You do have a little bit extra time to yourself some days.
More, 'cause baby, you deserve some more. But still you're here.
My family has now been home for a while, and we have all had dinner, and now it is time to clean up this mess. So tonight was our breakfast for dinner night, and now it's time to clean it up. So sometimes I clean the kitchen by myself. I don't mind doing it because I usually will watch a YouTube video and just get the cleaning done. Some nights my kids clean the kitchen, and then other nights my husband and I clean the kitchen. It really just varies. Tonight, though, was my night to clean it. The boys and my husband, they had been working on a project, so this was my job tonight. But it really didn't take me long to do, and it is something that I enjoy because I know that once the kitchen is clean for the night, I can pretty much just relax for the rest of the evening. So one thing that I like to make sure that I do is I obviously get everything in the dishwasher. I'm going to wash all of my pots and pans by hand. I'm going to dry those. I'm going to put those away. I am going to wipe down the counters. I'm going to wipe out the sink. And then if we had any kind of spills or anything like that, I will either sweep the kitchen floor, vacuum the kitchen floor, spot mop the kitchen floor, whatever is necessary. We do have a dog, so we don't usually have an issue with crumbs, but sometimes things like that happen. It was something that I had to do a lot more when my kids were younger, but now that they're older, it's not something that I have to do as frequently, which is nice. So I am just going to clean up the kitchen.
Should've told you straight away everything I have to say, but I'm afraid, and I know you haven't noticed. You know.
Something that I do now is I kind of front load my week. So at the beginning of the week, like on Monday, that is a day that is full of home tasks and things like that. Tuesday is another day where I have like all of my zone cleaning. That's when I do that. Wednesday, I don't have something specific that I do every Wednesday. A lot of times it ends up being like a work day for me, or like a heavier homeschool day or something like that. So a lot of times I'm kind of doing more paperwork and things like that. And then Thursday, like you guys got to see today, was an errand day. Sometimes it's not an errand day. Sometimes it's a work day. And then Friday is my day that's just a catch-up day. So I have found that for me, loading like my heavier tasks on the front end of the week works really, really well for me. So by the time, it's Thursday, I got everything done that I needed, and I still had time to relax, which is nice. Again, my kids, they are older now. They're doing more things on their own, and it's really weird. I'm used to having a lot of other extra things to do in the evenings, but it has been kind of nice. It's something that my husband and I are definitely adjusting to. There was a time when both of my kids were home every single night for dinner. We always ate dinner as a family every single night, and now they actually have things that they're going and doing on their own. And so it's kind of, just another transition that we're going through, but it's a fun time. So I just want to encourage you mamas out there that have littles, you feel like you're really in the thick of motherhood and the thick of doing all the things for everybody all of the time. Just keep doing it. Keep loving on your babies, because those babies are going to grow up, and then you are going to, you're going to enjoy them as they're older as well. But it's different. It's a good thing, but it's definitely different. I also remembered that I did not show you guys that I got all of my pots and pans put away in the cabinet after we got our new cookware. If you saw last week's video, you saw that I just forgot to add that. So I am going to add that towards the end of this video. You're going to get to see in my cabinet where I got everything put away. The other thing that I did though is I finally found a nice organizer for our silverware that actually fits this drawer. I was so excited. It was such an upgrade for this drawer because I was able to get everything in that drawer. This drawer, like our new knives are in there, and I feel like it just looks nice. So down here you can see that I did get our pots and pans in here. I ended up moving all of our cookie sheets and things like that. They're in another cabinet, but it ended up working out really well. So now the kitchen is all ready to be closed for the evening. My sink is clean, my counters are clean, everything is put away. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me today. If you're new to my channel and not already subscribed, please consider subscribing down below, and I will see you guys soon.